welcome back to the other tutorial session of the Java. This is the inheritance in the Java. Today we are going to learn about the inheritance. Inheritance is the special concept in the Java. Before the begin, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Let's move to the session. We going to talk about the inheritance under the several topics. Definition for the inheritance in the Java, two categories of the inheritance, type of inheritance in the Java, the syntax of the Java inheritance, why multiple inheritance is not supported in the Java, why use inheritance in the Java, the special keywords in the Java, and also example. Let's move to the first one. I think that you can learn the more things about the inheritance in the today's tutorial session. Definition for the inheritance in the Java. In the Java, it is possible to inherit attributes and behaviors from the one class to another class. What are the attributes and behaviors? Attributes and behaviors we can call as methods and variables. And inheritance represents is a relationship which is also known as the parent-child relationship. I am taking example to explain about it. Think father-son relationship. Son has all the attributes of the fathers. That is the example for it. There are two categories of the inheritance. We can group the inheritance concept into two categories. What are they? Subclass and superclass. We can call to the subclass as a child class, derived class, and extended class. These are the special names for the subclass. The subclass that inherit from the another class. The class get the methods and attributes from the another class that we call as the subclass. Superclass. Superclass is we can call as the parent class, base class. Superclass is the class from the where a subclass inherit the features. Superclass give the behaviors and attributes to the subclass. Then there we call to the that class as a superclass. These are the two categories of the inheritance. Type of inheritance in the Java. There are three types of in the inheritance. The first one is the single inheritance, second one is the multi-level inheritance, third one is the hierarchical inheritance. First we consider about the single inheritance. Class A, class B. There are two classes. Class A is the superclass and class B is the subclass. Subclass get the attributes and methods from the class A. And second one is second one is the multi-level inheritance. There are three classes: class A, class B, class C. Class A is the superclass, class B is the subclass, and class C is the subclass. Class C can get the attributes and behaviors of the class A and B, but class B can get the behaviors and attributes only class A. But B class cannot get the attributes and behaviors of the class C. That is the multi-level inheritance. Class C is the child class to the grandparent class of the class A. But class C is the child class to the class B. Class B is the parent class. And third one is the hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance is that there are two different classes but access the same class. This is the two different classes B and C, but access these two classes only one class. That is the class A. Class B is access class C. Class C is access class A. The relationship of the class B and class C is not connected to each other. The syntax of the inheritance. Superclass. This is the superclass. Inside of the superclass has the methods and attribute of it. And second one is the class subclass. Extend the superclass. Subclass here we use the special keyword that is we call as the extend keyword. Extend keyword we use to get the attributes and behaviors from the other class. Subclass extend superclass. subclass get the attributes and behaviors from the superclass. This is the methods and attributes of the subclass, body of the subclass. Now we consider the example for the type of inheritance. The first one is the single inheritance. Single inheritance class employee. Employee is the superclass. It has the only one attribute that we call as a salary. And second one is the class programmer one. Programmer one is the subclass extend the employee class. The programmer one class get the attributes of the employee class because the employee class is the parent class. Inside of the programmer one class has the only one attribute that is we call as bonus variable, and after the public main static void main method. Average Java program execution is beginning with the main method. Therefore, I consider the main method programmer 1 a equal new programmer 1 constructor. Here we create an object by referring the programmer 1 class. Why we are using the programmer 1 class? That's the question. If we use the employee class, what's happened? If we use the creator object employee class, then that object can access only attributes of the employee class. It cannot be access the programmer's attributes of the programmer classes. That is the therefore we use the programmer one class to create an object. If we use the programmer one class to create an object, programmer one class can access the both of attributes and methods of the employee and programmer classes. Therefore we use the programmer one class to create an object. Here you can see that there are two statements: system out print ln. Salary of the programmer a is the name of the object. We call the salary variable using the a object. Salary variable is in the parent class. And second one is the bonus of the programmer a bonus. We call the bonus attribute using the a object. Bonus attributes is in the programmer class, that is the subclass. And this is the sketch for the that program. I think that you can get the idea about the single inheritance. Let's move to the second one, multi-level inheritance. You can see that there are several classes. Class animal, this is the first one. It is we call as a superclass. It has only one method. And class dog extend the animal. Class dog is the subclass extend the animal. It get the attributes and method from the animal class, and there is a one method within the dog class. And third one is the baby dog class. Baby dog class extend the attributes of extend the dog class. What's the mean by it? It mean baby dog class can access the attributes and behaviors of the dog class and animal class. There is a one method within the baby dog class, and when this program is run baby dog, here you can see the inside of the main method there is the object creation. Object name is the d by referring the baby dog class. When we are using the baby dog class to create the object, we can call the every methods of the program, because baby dog class can access the dog class and animal class. D.bark, is it correct? Yes, it is correct. Dot bark, print on the screen barking, and d.eat, print on the screen eating. D.run, print on the screen running. After that, you can see that there is another object creation, dog, d1 new dog. Here we create an object by referring the dog class. d1 is the object name. Here we call the method using this object. First of all, we call the bark. Here we call the bark method using the d1 object. That is not problem. It is correct. And we call the secondly eat method by using the d1 object. It is correct because dog class extend the animal class. And third, you can see that there is a comment d1.run. Is it correct? Is it correct or not? Is it not correct? Because the d1 object cannot access the baby dog class. That is the special thing. Now you can see that there is other object creation. Here we create a d2 object by referring the animal class d2.bark. Is it correct? Is it not correct? Why? Why barking is the method, bark method is in the dog class. Animal class cannot access the dog class and baby dog class. Therefore, it is not correct. If we run this program without the comments, that compiler create a error. d.eat, it is not correct. It is correct because it is in the animal class method. And d2.run mean run method is in the baby dog. It is not correct. Therefore, compiler create a error. That is the execution of this program. Let's we run the program and look the what will be the output of this program. Here you can see the program. Let's run program. You can see the output of this program: barking, eating, running. First we call the object baby d object by referring the baby dog. Therefore, print on the screen these two methods print statements. After we create object using the dog class, therefore we can create only eat, and we can only call the eat and bark method. And after the print the barking and eating, after we create the object by using the animal class, therefore we cannot call the bark and run method, and we can only call the eat method. This is the eating. This is the output of this program. I think that you can get the idea about these things. If you cannot understand what I am saying, you can write a comment box. I can give the reply comment for the you. This is the sketch for the multi-level inheritance. And move to the third one. Third one is the hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance. What is the rule of the hierarchical inheritance? There are two different classes, but these classes access same superclass. Class name is the animal. Animal is the superclass. It has the only one method. And class dog extend the animal. Dog class get the methods and attributes of the animal class, and there's a one method inside of the dog class. After cat extend the animal. What is the mean by of a cat class extend the animal class? Cat class is the child class of the animal parent class, and dog is the child class of the animal parent class. And there is a one method inside of the cat class. after the this program is execute, you can see the cat see new cat. Here we create a object by referring the cat class. C.run where the run method. Here we call the method using the object run. Is it correct? Yeah, of course it is correct, because cat class can access the within the class and animal classes attributes and methods. C.bark, is it correct? Is it not correct? Why? It is the bark method is in the dog class. The cat class cannot access the attributes and methods of the dog class. Then if we run this program without this the compiler create the error. C.eat is the eat method is in the animal class. Animal class is the parent class of the cat class. Then it is run. Here we create another object by referring the dog class. D.run. Why D.run is it not correct? Is it not correct? Why? D.run is in the cat class. Dog class cannot access the cat class. Therefore, it is not correct. And D.eat it is correct because it is in the animal and dog class extend the animal. This is the execution of this program. Let's run. This is the program. Let's run. What will be the output of this program? You can see the output of this program run in 1880. Let's move to the next page. Why multiple inheritance is not supported in the Java? When one class inherits multiple classes, it is known as a multiple inheritance. After that, you can see the example. There are three classes: class A, class B, class C. But class C extend the class B. Class C inherit the class A and B. That is the program. Java, when this program is run on the Java compiler gives the compile time error. Why? Reason is to reduce the complexity and simplify the language. That is the reason for the why multiple inheritance is not supported in the Java. Next, move to the another one. Why use inheritance in the Java? There are two reasons. For the method overriding, so runtime polymorphism can be achieved. I will do the another session for the polymorphism and describe what is the polymorphism and about things. After that, you can see the second one. For the hot reusability, we can use the methods and attributes of the superclass from the subclass. And also the special keywords in the Java. There are Java programming language have the 48 keywords, but these keywords are especially in the Java. Super keyword, instance of keyword, final keyword, this keyword. Let me consider the one by what is this keyword. The super keyword. Usage of the super keyword used to differentiate the members of the superclass from the members of the subclass if they have the same names. The second one is the used to invoke the superclass constructor from the subclass. Let me consider the one by one. Differentiate the members. The superclass and subclass have the same attributes and behaviors. You know what are the attributes and behavior. attributes we can get as a variable, and behavior we can get as a method. And subclass is inherit the properties of the superclass. Then we use the super keyword to differentiate the properties of the superclass from the subclass. I am taking example to explain about it. Think there is the subclass and superclass. A subclass has a method. Method name was the display, and also superclass has the method. It named the display method. These names are same. How do we call the superclass method using the Java? We cannot call the method because these two are name same. Then we use the super keyword. Super keyword is neglect that error of the Java. And if these two classes had the same name variables, if you want to call the superclass variables from the subclass, we use the super.variable name. That is the one usage of the superclass. And invoking the superclass constructor. If you want to call the parameterized constructor or default constructor, you know what are the parameterized constructors and default constructors. Parameter constructors have the parameters inside of the parentheses, but default constructors have no any other parameters. Of the superclass, you need to use the super keyword. If it is parameter constructor, super inside of the parenthesis value is the parameters of the constructor. And if it is default constructor, super and parenthesis, it have no any other parameters. After that, you can see the instance of keyword. The instance of keyword check whether object is an instance of a specific class or interplace. Instance of keyword we use to the check object is obtained of the specific class or interfaces. That is the usage of the interface in instance of keyword. If that object is in the instance with the specific class or interface, then return the true. If it is not, return the false. I think that you can get the idea about the what is the instance of keyword, what is the super keyword, these things. If you have any other difficulties with this, you can write in the comment box. I can reply you. The final keyword. Java final keyword is non-access specifier that is used to limit class variables, and also method. If we initialize a variable with the final keyword, then we cannot modify its value. What is the meaning of that? If we create a variable with the final keyword, we cannot modify value. It's mean it constant. You can see that there are three usages of the final keyword. We use the final keyword with the variable to create a constant variable. Constant variables, yeah, we cannot change the value of it. And classes to prevent the inheritance. If you want to prevent the inheriting this class, we use the final keyword. And methods. If we want to prevent the method overriding, we can use the final keyword. That is the final keyword. I think that you can get the idea about it. This keyword is used to refer to the current object, and also it can be used to invoke the current object's method, can be passed to parameter to method call. After that we consider the several examples for the super keywords. The example 1 you can see on the screen. This is the example 1. It is much more difficult. Class, there is two classes, superclass and subclass 1. Subclass 1 extend the superclass. and inside of the superclass there is many constructors and methods, and also inside of the subclass 1 has the constructors and method. And this program is execute. We move to the main method, because every Java program execution is beginning with the main method. Inside of the main method there are several statements. Subclass S new subclass 1. What is this? This is the object creation. We create the object. Object name is the S by referring the subclass 1. And we call the subclass 1 default constructors. Now compiler search where the subclass 1 constructor in this program, and go to the this subclass 1 constructor and go to the inside of this of it. You can see the super. Here we call the super class constructor. Here we call the constructor of the superclass by using the super keyword. It is the default constructor because inside of the parenthesis of the super keyword there is no any other parameters. Where the superclass constructor, you can see the superclass constructor. It inside of the superclass constructor have the variables. 22 is assigned to the a variable and a variable value is assigned to the age. After that, you can see the s.getAge. Here we call the getAge method by using the s object. Where the getAge method. This is the getAge method. Inside of the getAge method there is a print statement. This statement is print on the screen with the age of the person. After you can see the subclass 1 S1 equal new subclass 1 but here you can see the here we use the parameterized construct. Previous we used the default construct. Now we use the parameterized construct. This constructor has the one parameter, this text. Object name is S1 by referring the subclass 1, and we use to the parameterized constructor give the values for the object. Now where the parameterized constructor subclass 1, you can see the here subclass 1 inside of the parenthesis string name, and in the body of the parameterized constructor you can see the super. Inside of the parenthesis there is a one parameter name is the name variable. This text is assigned to this name variable, and it is assigned to this one. What is this? What is it? We talk about it. This is the constructor calling. We call the parameterized constructor of the superclass using the super keyword. Where the parameterized constructor of the superclass, you can see it in here. Superclass, inside there is one parameter, and inside of the constructor we use the another keyword, that is we call as this keyword. This keyword we use to the pass the values for the constructor. Here we pass the text for the constructors. After that you can see the s.getName. Here we call the method using the s1 object. Where the getName method, it is here, and here it inside of the getName method has the print statement. It print of the username. That is the execution of this program. Let me run the program and look what will be the output of this program. You can see the output of this program. The value of the variable name age in the superclass is a 22 and the name of the user is a Nimal. That is the output of the program. Let me move to the another example. This is the second example of our session. Class animal. There are several classes: mammal, reptile, and dog. The mammal class extend the animal class, reptile class extend the animal class, and dog class extend the mammal class. Inside of the dog class, you can see there are so many statements. What are they? Animal A equal new animal. Here we create an object. Object name is the A by referring the animal class. And secondly, mammal class M new mammal. Here we create the object. Object name is the M by referring the mammal class. After we create the object D using the dog class. And after you can see that there are three print statements. M instance of animal. What is the M? M is the object. Instance of animal. When we are considering the M instance of animal, M is object by referring the mammal class. We are the mammal class. Mammal class extend the animal class. Therefore, mammal class can get the behaviors and attributes of the animal. Therefore, it is correct. It is true. And secondly, D instance of mammal. D here the D is the dog class refer. Dog class extend the mammal. Dog class extend mammal. Dog class can get the attributes and behaviors of the mammal class. Mammal class can get the attributes and behaviors of the animal class. Therefore, it is not a problem. It is true. After that, D instance of animal. Is it correct or not? It is correct because the mammal because mammal class extend the dog class extend the mammal class and mammal class extend the animal class. These three statements are true. Let's run the program. You can see the three statements are true, therefore return the true. And third example, here you can see that this is the third example. Superclass. There is two classes, superclass and subclass. Subclass extend the superclass. Superclass is the parent class and subclass is the child class. Inside of the subclass, there are many attributes and behaviors, and also inside of the superclass there is attributes and behaviors. What is here has the special thing? What is this? Here behaviors and attributes names are same as superclass behavior attributes and names of the superclass is same as the attributes of the and behaviors of the subclass. That is the special thing in this program. Subclass. Here we consider the how to super keyword interact with the this program with same names. After that, you can see the inside of the subclass there is a main method. Inside of the main method, subclass obj new subclass. Here we create object. Object name is obj by referring the subclass. And also we call the my method by using the object and go to the my method. Inside of the my method there is another object creation. Here we create a sub object by referring the subclass, and also sub.display. This is the method calling. We call the sub display method of the subclass by using the sub object. Where the display method of the subclass, you can see the subclass display method. This is the it has the print statement inside of the display method, and this statement is print on the screen. After that, you can see the super.display. Here we use the super keyword to call the display method of the superclass. Now compiler search where the display method of the superclass. Then we move to this one, and this print statement is print on the screen. This is the display method of the superclass. And also print the value of the variable of the subclass. You can see the value of the variable name in the subclass sub.num. Here we call the num variable by using the sub object. Then print on the screen the value of the num in the this 10 is print on the screen. And also last one is the system out dot println. Here we value of the variable name in the superclass super.num. Here we use the super keyword to call the num variable. Thus this num is in the superclass. Then 20 is print on the screen. This is the execution of this program. Let we execute the program and look the what will be the output of this program. You can see the output of this program. This is the display method of the subclass. This is the display method of the superclass. Value of the variable name in the subclass is 10. Value of the variable name in the superclass is 20. That is the output of this program. This is the last example of our session. I think that you can understand a lot of things about the inheritance in the Java. If you have any doubts with the inheritance, you can write in the comment box. I can give you reply for you. Then thank for watching my video. Stay safe.